The dish that I'm going to be making today is a Senegalese classic, and that is the best way to get started. It's our very own ceebu yapp. Ceebu yapp is another word for meat and rice, and it is actually Senegal's version of jollof rice. It's our classic signature dish in Senegal. So yeah, we're gonna get started. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you guys how to basically prep in order for you guys to make this dish. Preparation is the key to any kind of meal that you want to make. It makes the process way faster. You don't have to think about like, okay, where do I get this? Where do I get that? Just get everything ready beforehand so that when it's time for you to start putting in, following the steps, it's much easier that way. So for this recipe, you are going to need the following ingredients. You are going to need meat. In this recipe, I'm using beef. You're going to need some garlic, bouillon cubes, tomato paste, salt, pepper. You're going to need your legumes, which is your onions, your green peppers, your tomatoes, and your carrots. Here I have another bowl of carrots mixed with green beans and basically mixed vegetables, cabbage, and got some paprika, some bay leaf, lemon, habanero peppers, and your rice. So first thing is first, you're going to clean your meat. I like to rinse with water and vinegar. And to start the seasoning process, you are going to need your tablespoon of Dijon mustard. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that in here. And it's very simple. These are the three things that you're going to need for it. You're going to need some salt. And you're going to need some pepper. Or the seasoning of your choice. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to go ahead and mix up your meat. Then you're going to set this to the side. Anytime you are going to fry food, you want to just take a piece to test it out. You see the bubbles? That means all the meat is ready to go inside. You're going to go ahead and put it in slowly. And then you're going to focus on your mix. So your mix would be, you're going to need an onion, half an onion. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this onion in half. This half, the other half you will need later. So I'm going to bring this back here. You're going to take your onion and you're going to go ahead and you're going to just dice it into fours. Set that to the side. Then you're going to take half of a green bell pepper. Now, you're going to definitely need a food processor. So you're going to take your food, you're going to take your vegetables. You're going to go ahead and throw them into your food processor. And then you're going to take some garlic. Let's say about a teaspoon. Throw your garlic in there. You're going to mix it, chop it up. So this is going to go in after your meat, after you cook your meat. Take it. Well, actually, yeah. You want to take your tomatoes. You're going to dice it in half. You only need this much. And you're going to also need this for mixing with your sofrito when you're putting it into the pot. So now that the meat is cooked, we're going to go ahead and add in the sofrito mix that we made earlier. Then add your tomatoes. And then your tomato paste. And stir. Next, we're going to add in the bouillon, grounded bouillon cubes, some salt and pepper to your taste. Stir it again, and then we're going to let that cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. So now while the meat is cooking in the stove for the next few minutes, I'm going to be working on the following step. When you're cooking, it's always good to know what steps you're going to take next and just prep that ahead of time so that it's not much of a hassle when it's time to put it into the pot. So right now I'm going to make a sauce on the side for the Yapp. Now if you're an onion lover, you are more than welcome to use more than one onion, more than half of an onion. So now I'm at where I want to be. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some water. You're going to need about, I would say, 3 to 4 cups of water. Take a bowl of water and you're going to just pour it in. And your water is definitely equivalent to the amount of rice you're going to be putting in later on. So because I'm only putting in 4 cups of rice, I only need about this much water. So you're just going to measure it once again, like maybe 2 bowls of water, and you're just going to mix it up. I put carrots and I put habanero peppers, but people also put cabbage. You can put cabbage, you can put sweet potatoes in it. But in this case, instead of putting the cabbage into the regular pot, I'm going to make a separate pot and just use some shredded cabbage. And I'm going to use the stock of the meat and the tomato sauce, seep the cabbage right into it and put it on low heat and let it cook on the side. Here I am sauteing the onions I chopped up earlier and mixed vegetables to 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. I also seasoned the onions with Dijon mustard, salt, and pepper to your taste. And pour your rice inside. Mix this. So now we're going to go ahead and let the rice cook a little bit into the pot. We're going to cook it for about 20 minutes on a low or medium heat, and just make sure that you're occasionally coming in and checking it. So you're scooping it so that the bottom of the pot is not burning the rice as much. So now we've got the cabbage. So the rice is all done. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to be setting up my plate. Get ready, because here I come. All right, now the food is ready. So now it's time to give it a taste. Sprinkle some lemon juice. Yes, yes, yes. Cabbage. Mix it up. This is it. This is it. So thank you guys for watching my very first YouTube video on flavor of culture. Please make sure that you comment, subscribe, like, and make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Flavor of Culture. Every week I'll be putting up a new dish. Bye!